When I was starting out my career, I went to Auburn University and I was in business school, and I was like, that's not for me. I'm an artist, so I went to the art building and I said, as soon as I smelled it, it smelled like oil paint, and I thought, this is the place for me. And when I found graphic design, I stuck with it. And really, a graphic designer is just a communicator. And we ask a lot of questions. So when a client says, we want the color green, I say, what color green? And I get specific about every different thing that they suggest they might want. I make websites, brochures, logos like this one. And usually when someone comes to me, they're either wanting a refresh or they want something from scratch, like this company here. And with a refresh, they've had the same brand for maybe 30 years and we're redoing it, or they just want to update their look. And those are different types of ones. A challenge I have is with groups. This is a project for the city of Asheville, and it's so funny when I look at it now. It looks like it was so easy to come up with these ideas, but luckily the Greenways are here now, and they're starting in the River Arch District, and it's just fun to see a campaign come to fruition. A lot of my work gets rejected. So much gets rejected, and I feel like rejection is just part of the design process. And usually I present 3 designs, and they'll pick one. So there'll be 2 that are rejected. So what? They picked one. But sometimes they reject all of them, and that's just informs what they... Anyway, I also like to collaborate. This is a collaboration I did with Hannah Danzy. She's a local artist. She does these really neat paper cut things. You can see it spraying out there. And my first project doing illustration in town was with the Downtown Association. This is for the Spare Change for Real Change program. These boxes are still up. They've been up for a lot of time. It's really fun to walk around and see them. But I worked and lived downtown, and it was a really great place to put money when you want to give it to a homeless person. But in those boxes, you knew they'd go to the right place. I'm also really excited about getting to do illustration for the Go Local campaign. This is my 4th year to do it, and it's a fundraiser for the Asheville City Schools Foundation. And they let me get a little weird, like get my Asheville freak on. Like people are always saying, keep Asheville weird. And so I'm really excited that I get to try that. And I also really enjoy huge branding projects. This is a project for Half Moon. They do yoga products in Canada. It's a Canadian client. So I had to learn all about the different time zones and cash exchange and things like that, but mostly a lot about yoga products. There's some of my illustrations on the back of these products. There was way more than just this that we did. And I love local things. Being a musician, I've always loved Leaf. This was the first Leaf downtown, and I thought it'd be really fun to have a poster that you could actually cut out and wear. And so that's what we did, and this was kind of a slimmed down version that I die cut 100 of them myself. I had a special cutting machine that showed some Leaf spirit. I have redone the Bob Moog logo many times over the years, and I'm really excited now. They have this museum that's opening, and you can see how these match. And this is the fun part about being a designer, is building a design system and making it efficient. Here's an example of a refresh. This is an ice cream company in San Francisco, and they're opening 5 more stores, and they just needed to tighten up their logo. So you can just see how the one on the right is a little more clearer and a little cleaner, and it doesn't stray away from the past, but it gives them something that's more functional as a logo. And when people saw this logo in 2018, they may not have remembered 2015's logo, but maybe they did somewhere and it sparked something, and they both have meanings that are relevant for the particular event that went on in the downtown area. Here's an example of a rejected logo. The one on the left was rejected, and rejection also informs what they really want. So after they saw this one, they said, we want something more ornate. We wouldn't have known that unless we would have gone down something more simple to figure it out. So rejection's not always a bad thing in the creative process. I was really excited to get to do a deck of cards for the Dance Exchange. It's a dance company outside of DC, and they took a hike up the AT, and they had this deck of cards, and there's questions like describe what you've made, or one of the other ones is describe an object or possession that means a great deal to use. So they use these to engage conversations. It was about mountaintop removal. And because of that project, that work informed this project I did with New Belgium. It was an art globe glass. They only make one a year, and it was the year that they were opening their facility in the River Arts District where my studio was at the time. And I was just so excited. I had so much to say in this small area. The penny cup already had a logo, and they just needed a packaging to go along with it. So this is an example of working with an existing look and creating something that matches. And it talks about community and making great coffee, which is something that they do locally. I'm really excited to be doing some more like hands-on artwork. This is a mural that I am working on now. I haven't started painting it on the wall yet because of construction, but it's for the new Biscuit Head in Arden. So if y'all are ever out there, you can know who did the artwork. And they have biscuits the size of cat heads. If you haven't tried one, they're delicious. This just went up. This is another mural project that I worked on this summer with 13 other designers. Just really trying to bring up the fact that there's a lot of really great designers in town, and I really like for us to do stuff together, and this is a reflection of that. This is across from the Civic Center, if you're ever downtown. And this summer also, like I said, I've been pushing my art a little bit, and my husband and I have a CNC machine in our house, and so he does the CNC. He's an engineer. He does the CNC, and I come up with these designs. So we have Fair Studio together, and it's been really fun.